Okay, we start. Assalamualaikum and very good, I think it's good evening, yeah? Is it? To the judges, for the first one, Mrs. Elan and Mr. Kenneth Tan and Puan Sri Siu Yong. Okay, and then to Miss Kim Fong, and thanks for all the preparation, and Mr. Panjalingam Pillai. Okay. Alright, my name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Osman. I am the team leader and the project manager for Jaguar Power Group. And I will start to present my own members, team members. Okay, the first one, the beautiful ladies, let me present to you is Candice Chia. Candice Chia, she do some research and do this point to the PowerPoint, and the second one is Elina Chong, also do some research and do this PowerPoint thing, and our animator, young animator, he animate the cartoon, and we will see after this. And also this, his name is Fikri. Say hi to all the group. And Naziro, also animator, and they both draw some drawing, and you will see after this. And this Shalini, she also do the research, and the last one is Nurul Amira. She do some research, and also me. I also do. If you look at the first one, you toing cartoon. I do that animation. Okay. Okay. Okay, my group, Jaguar Power, will present about waste food, food wastage. It was a great opportunity for us and for all of this group to presenting our idea to all the judges. And have you guys eat your lunch yet? And did you finish your lunch? Because it's not good to waste your food. And that's what we want to tell you to present right now, waste food. Okay, every developing country have this issue, have this waste food issue. If we read the newspaper, we watch the news, 23 Bulletin Utama, we will always see the waste food issue. And in Malaysia, until today, we still cannot prevent this issue from continuously happen. We cannot stop it until today. We still don't find the way to prevent this. Okay, based on the statistic last year, 2014, people waste food per day for 8,000 tons. That means 8 million kilograms for one day. On average, for one people, they waste 0.5 kilograms. That means half kilogram for one person in a day. What the waste? Half kilogram for one person. Why did this happen? How did this happen? The reason why Malaysian people love to wasting food is because they do love food. Okay, I will explain. Besides love their parents, their lovers, their friends, they also do love their food. Okay? Okay, let me show you the situation. Maybe we can show them the statistic. Okay. Okay, when we happy, let's say when we happy, we will eat, right? We will eat. When we sad, we will eat a lot of food. And when we angry, just like I hate you, you will bite the chicken, with all the perasaan. I hate you, and then just gigit the ayam. Oh, okay. Am I make sense? Okay, I will pass the next point to my lovely members, Amira. She will explain the next point. Okay, Amira?
Okay, why do Malaysians waste food? Okay, it's because they doesn't have awareness on other people's hunger. Okay, besides that, they tend to sympathize but not empathize with love. Okay, it means that they see and be sad to them. Oh, it's a very sad thing. When they see their body yang kurus, yang thin body, but they do nothing. Instead of that, they're still wasting. Okay, And then restaurant, food stalls, hotels always overestimate their food storage. For events or parties for their customers, these make food wastage become increasing.
Darling?
Alright, no matter how you count it, the waste is simply staggering. Food wastage is clearly a problem that needs to be addressed, but not necessarily for the reasons you think. You know how your mom used to tell you when you were kids? Kids in Africa are starving. Think about them. Don't waste food. Well, it's not possible to scrape your last bit of veggie and send it across the Atlantic, right? So, among the problems that food becomes a problem, a waste issue, is this isn't exactly bad, but Malaysia has a huge, diverse race thing going on. So we have many types of food, and that kind of creates gluttony because we got that big eyes, small stomach thing all the time, right? So we waste a lot. And we also have that thinking every time we have a banquet or a lunch or dinner or whatever it is, we always think to ourselves, it's better to have extra food than less food because it's embarrassing, right? Right. So those are some of the reasons. Besides that, it seems like a great bargain when you're filling your cart full of stuff because it's cheaper, because it's on sale, so you stock up instead of 1, 2, you're buying 10. So yeah, and we all know we don't actually use 10, right? Yeah, so we waste there as well. Besides that, we have this really weird hardwired problem, I think, which is we're all scared of decomposed food. Say we see a banana and it's already oxidized, or an apple oxidized, we throw it away, the whole thing, even though it's just a little bit that is, bad, right? That's our natural self-defense to our body to ensure that we are not poisoning ourselves. But it's wrong, because you can just cut off that part and throw that bad part away. But yeah. We expect our food to be beautiful, to be perfect, to be nice and edible. So, I don't know, maybe some of us don't have that, but the supermarkets do. They think that we think like that. So anything that's cosmetically flawless or not in the right shape or size will be thrown away. So yeah. Like, you know how you go to the shops, to fruit shops and all, and you pick apples and all, and you feel it, right? Feel it whether it's nice and smooth and all. So I guess everyone does that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we do that, we leave the rotten ones behind, and that becomes waste as well. So next time you're at the store, remind yourself to not do that. Leave it to the shallow ones. I'm gonna pass it to. Oh yeah,
Actually, this we just have interviewed some of the people why they waste food, and also me. Why did we waste food in our life? And let's hear what they say.
These are sneaky videos. We didn't even know they were doing them.
Alright, Malaysians tend to waste food because we have a lot of luxuries. Everywhere we go, we have
Can you hear?
options. Char kway teow, nasi biryani, and banana leaf Indian food, roti canai, teh tarik. This is a food haven, Malaysia. And then when you see all this lovely food, you smell the beautiful aroma, you tend to order more food than you can handle. And what happens is you can't finish the food and you waste it. So the thing is, people need to adopt healthy choices, and they need to order portions that are reasonable, for which their body needs. A lot of people are eating too much, and we have a high percentage of obesity in Malaysia.
The handsome one, I think.
The cameraman.
Volume. Did you put the mic on or not, first of all?
Our guest speaker, thanks to Mr. Krishna.
Let's start with my home. People waste food, like my children waste food. And I think children are the culprits. They waste food because they don't start their mind. But as they grow up, they learn that it's their money and they can't waste food. So, it is at a very young age, children should stop. Parents should teach them not to waste food. They should be educated, informed not to waste food. If they waste food at a young age, they will carry on like that. Because think, the one way not to waste food is to think of countries like Sudan, India, Africa, where they don't have food. Think for a moment, these countries don't have food. And when you can visualize these people are suffering to get food, not waste food.
In your opinion, how do you think that people can prevent this from always wasting your food? How to prevent?
Sorry. Way to prevent it is to practice yourself. Start with yourself. Eat everything that's on the brain. Eat everything on the brain. I eat everything. And the bones, when I can't eat, I give it to the dog. And
Yeah, eat everything on the plate, and
Last 5
maybe
minutes, huh?
yeah, and maybe we can share our leftover to our animal, our pets, to dog and to the cats. All right. The next one is Nazirul.
Thank you. Thank you, Dos.
You must wrap up soon, huh?
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you about the effect of food wasting on our environment. Okay, so the first point is there will be a loss of natural resources to produce for our food, such as oil and water. And then, to make it even worse, they will be adding a 3.3 million greenhouse gases, such as methane, that is 35 more potent than carbon dioxide, that each contribute to climate changes such as global warming. And then, of course, there will be a biodiversity losses, including birds, mammals, fish, and amphibians, that will contribute to the extinction of animals. Pass it to Mama Fikri.
Okay, I'm gonna explain the effect on economy. Okay, first, potential profit loss. For example, a company create an event to prevent people from wasting their food, but unfortunately, people still wasting it. So they have to come up with a lot of money again and again just to prevent this thing from happening. Okay, the second one is throwing food, like throwing away your food money. Okay, this cases always happen at most of developed countries. Rather than throw the food away, it can be donated to the poor or homeless people that need food.
Okay, here's the biggest point of our main idea is how to prevent this from happen. Here, listen. We can establish our own voluntary group, and this we can cooperate with another voluntary group like BSKN. You know what BSKN? Brigade Sukarelawan Khidmat Negara. I'm the part of the member BSKN, and we can also cooperate with IM4U, work together in partnership. And what does this voluntary group do? They can collecting waste food from hotel and restaurant, and also we can make campaign in order for food collection to distribution for the homeless, needy, and even to animal. And my friend Shalini will explain this more detail. Okay, Shalini.
Okay, so more than a year ago, the Malaysian hotels, they roughly threw out 1 million tons of food, which is a lot. And we're not talking about like half-eaten food or anything, but we're talking about like whole meal foods. And it's a waste to just throw them out and not give it away. So all city departments, they should adopt policies for leftover foods, like to give it to organizations to feed the hungry. Okay, so basically there's one major problem when it comes to donating food, and that would be if I donate food and the person who gets the food gets food poisoning or something, there's a likelihood of us getting sued, and that's the major problem. And nobody wants to get sued because with one legal liability, it would wipe out the whole business or restaurant, hotel, or anything. So that's what the Emerson Good Samaritan Food Donation Act is. They 1996. They protect the good faith of food donors from civil and criminal liabilities.
So just to wrap up on what she said, to initiate this project or this campaign is basically to start off our own voluntary group. We have to approach hotels that actually throw out, those unused buffet foods, and because of the suing, the liability of it, that's why we actually suggested to initiate an act like Emerson's Good Samaritan Food Donation Act, so that individuals like us, voluntary groups like us, can actually proceed with donations of food to all the soup kitchens and the non-governmental organizations for the poor and needy. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it. Any questions?
Over to you, Janice. Yeah.
This idea of, we always ask this question, why hotels, when they had their dinners, there are a lot of food is not, food is not given to anyone to take because of it. I think that is if you cross that hurdle, then you got something to do.
That's why we suggested the act, because in America, the act has already been implemented so that food donations like this can actually proceed with giving the unused foods to soup kitchens and the needy. So after passing that hurdle, I think our voluntary group will be very efficient in proceeding with food donations like this.
I think that there are groups taking food from hotels already, exactly what you were saying. But about the act immediately is whether or not people actually do the work of the hotel distribute. That is the main. There are enough volunteers doing that. That's the main thing. But the act, I think, will become much more sensitive. But yeah, it will still take a year, 2 years to do an act. But then, so that's the idea.
Yes, that is the idea.
The idea is about
So
the
first
act.
to initiate the act and then to further increase the volunteers for food donations.
Of all the society we had, if someone came up with it today with an idea about apps, some of your ideas for apps will be pretty cool.
Act or app?
She's talking about apps.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just say, okay. So that's the idea, creating an app.
Yeah, basically.
That is on the basis, right, that you believe it is a problem, that people, the individuals or the restaurants may be sued.
Yes, because the thing is, some of us actually, for myself, I've actually approached the hotels asking about their policies about why they cannot. So they've actually, again and again, they've actually told us that we cannot because of these health risks and policies, that if we actually give you the food and they know that it's from this hotel and suddenly, food poisoning and everything, we get sued. So that is actually the main problem. If not, they say, even the chef, I've spoken to the chef, I think from Shangri-La, I think about a year back, he said that if it's not because of this lawsuit or anything of this problem, it's okay, I'd rather give you the food and throw away, because like my friend Daos here, he has worked in the hotel industry. Every night they will throw trays and trays of food out.
It would have been easier if you just after your presentation saying this is the problem with donation, this is the problem, this is the solution, rather than 15 minutes of telling us things we already know.
Alright.
That's the point we're trying to get.
It's like one facts.
You can Google and
Go
get
to
it.
the idea, the problem, solution.
I mean, this doesn't apply to your group. I think basically the presentation lacked that part of it. It wasn't clear what your goal is to, we're still looking at it only towards the end. You tell us what you have to try to do, and even then we're not so sure. So I think that is the whole premise that we are trying to explain to the groups, that you must be very clear from the beginning what you are trying to do.
Yeah, I think
focus on that.
It's like when you write a letter to someone, you start with, I'm writing to you to apply for blah, 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 rather than I from there, last year we came to visit you, and the third, fourth paragraph, I'm applying for a free voucher. Right?
All right, overall, thank you for the presentation.
Okay, give them a round.